Hello, Rooster people. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for the Lunar New Year, which is today. It is the year of the Wood Dragon, and we are using the Dragon Tarot and the Elder Futhark on Willow Wood runes. Do the whole complete experience. So now let's start with a card from the Dragon Tarot. We have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups normally is the one with the two children meeting each other and exchanging flowers. It's basically a return to a time of innocence. It's a return to back when things were pure and lovely and unencumbered by agendas and layers of adult meaning. So it's basically, this year is going to be a good year for you to do this, year of the Rooster people, where you are actually just basically returning to what is pure in your life, the pure source of energies that have carried you to this point and have stayed in this beautiful form for your whole life. There's also a nostalgia aspect to it, but really I'm seeing this as a return to, you know, this used to work for me, and this used to make me very, very happy in a very pure way. Let's see if I can go back there and reclaim some of this happiness that was absolutely pure. So that's sort of what your year is going to be like for you, Rooster people. Let's go back to the runes and get some clarification on this. Yes, because you've learned a lot about yourself at this point. You're just really dealing with that. You may also have had something that's a bit difficult that is making you feel, let's retrace our steps and go back to that. And so before you can open out again, this year is going to be a year about going back and reviewing this. Central issue, we have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box, has to do with surprises and fate. It is reversed on the central issue spot, so I'm going to read this a few ways. One, you have learned something about yourself, and this is something that was always there, but you didn't realize until recently, and now it's like right in your face, and you're like, okay, you know what, I'm going to integrate this. In order to do that, I want to go back and look at where this has been in my life up until this point and carry it forward, sort of like going back in time and carrying it forward with me as something that has always been a part of me, which I've only just found out about or just acknowledged. The other thing that it might mean, as far as something might have come up like right now that's like a surprise, but it's a surprise that was always there, and it might not be the happiest kind of surprise. You may be like, oh, and this was always the case kind of thing. So that might also be a level to it. But mostly the thing I'm mainly seeing this as is you've learned something about yourself that was always the case with yourself. And now you want to go back and integrate that. You want to go back and see where it has been in your life for your whole life and work that forward and integrate. Leading up to this, you have felt very much like you were the one standing up for yourself. It's not that you weren't being supported, but you have felt that you have been giving yourself the most support in your life. We have Algies, which is the rune of the elk. This has to do with protection and support. It is reversed on the leading up spot. So you're really feeling like up until this point, you have been the one giving yourself the most support as far as where your support is coming from. And now here you are, you've learned something about yourself that you didn't realize before. And you're like, this has always been with me in my life. Let's go back and see how this has been with me. What is going to help you is this is a big challenge. This is something that is, you would almost be tempted to call it an impossible challenge. We have Thurizaz reversed, which is challenge. So Thorn, the giant, the gateway. It's like really, really impossible feeling. But it's the sort of thing, it's like yours. It's as Carolyn Casey says, your beautiful, dangerous assignment. It is yours. It is maybe an impossible challenge, but it is your impossible challenge, and you are totally up for it. And embracing this will be what helps you the most this year while you're doing this, because this is going to be the year where you do this. What isn't going to help you is we have Vunyo, which is the rune of joy. It's in the lower line, so it's fears. It's a very positive rune. It's upright. It's fears about that. So you're a bit worried about, I'm actually even seeing like, this is like a question of, could I trust the joy that I had? Like, it's almost like you feel like you almost, looking back, knowing what you know now, it's like there were times where you felt joy and you are maybe thinking, maybe I shouldn't have at that point. Maybe the joy I was feeling was not like there was a bad taste to it kind of thing. Now that I'm looking back, knowing what I know, there may be that kind of thing going on where you're sort of second guessing your own past joy. It may also just be worried about your happiness. You may be worried about the happiness of those around you, and even your ability to assist people with that happiness may be called into question as far as what's going to drag you down. Try not to let that drag you down. I know it's going to be tempting. It's going to be there. It's going to be a worry. But bring yourself back up to, you know what? Yes, that is something that is part of that. But this is part of my challenge. This is something that I am here to do. This is mine. And once you embrace that as part of it, it just basically becomes part of the curriculum. You're like, okay, you know what? Yes. That's part of being human, and that's part of what I'm dealing with and what I'm working with on this. But that's why I'm going back to reintegrate this new thing I know about myself this year. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the year is a greater sense of being able to open out, to be more open. We have the torch, we have Kaunaz, which is the torch, also the fire. So it's basically opening out. It's something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze, but it's also opening out. It's like shining your light out and becoming more open to things. But you have to have gone through this before you'll feel comfortable doing this. So by this time next year, you will be comfortable opening out with this new, more integrated you that you have spent the year working on. And it will be good. You'll be able to shine your full light on people, and you'll be more integrated than before, and it will be very, very good. So that Year of the Rooster, people, is your reading for the Year of the Wood Dragon. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening and a happy Lunar New Year. Take care till next time. Bye.